Hello, it's alcloneproductions, and I am here with my massive clone base on Kashyyyk. We'll start with a top view of the whole thing. Here's a full view from the top. The beach, the forest, the mountain, and then a whole big area up there. Here's a view from the side. We got the big battle in the beach here, and the grass forest area, and then the mountain up to the whole grass up here with the 3 different ships, and down here in the base. So a quick view of the base from the inside. Here's another side view of the whole base with the battle, forest, and the mountain going up onto this grassy area. Then down here, the inside parts. It's a little dark in there, sorry about that. Now here's just a straight view of the whole thing. Now that I've done a basic showing of the whole mock, I am going to go into more detail, starting with the battlefield back here. So here in the water, I have the 3 Corporate Alliance tanks. One of them has been blown up, and there is fire there. And then the droid gunship also up here, supported by the clear pieces. And then I have lots of water pieces here along here, and I used the darker piece here because I thought I was going to be using these but it turns out I had enough of the lighter ones. And then over in the beach, I used the darker tan and then went on to the lighter. You can see all this is 2 bricks deep here. So as you can imagine, there are a lot of bricks under here. Yeah, so the super battle droids over here, lots of droids scattered dead everywhere. And then it goes over to the regular battle droids with even more droids dead. And Obi-Wan Kenobi charging. And along with all these Chewbacca's, I'm just calling different Wookiees. Except for him, who's the chief. And then one of them's dead. He's going in with the droid as a shield. And then, yeah, there are lots of droids along here. And then the clone side of the battle, we have Obi-Wan up here, I already mentioned. Then all the Wookiees charging, because this is Kashyyyk. And then all the Kashyyyk troopers. Their droids outnumber the Kashyyyk troopers by quite a lot. But the thing is, the droids have the clones have lots more reinforcements and vehicles and everything. So, turns out to be a pretty even battle. There's a dead clone here. A lot of the Kashyyyk troopers are hidden in the forest. They're all running through the forest to attack, with a few of them dead, scattered. And then all this detailed forest here. And then we have the AT-AP up here. With these clones under it. And also this whole forest is really detailed. It has first the regular leaf piece, which is up here. And then we have the bamboo, and then the leaf, 3-leaf thing, along with lots of grass in there. Here's a view of the whole forest. And then there are also 3 trees, 1, 2, 3. And then more leaves down here. Then over here, as you can see, there's a little clone. Here's a close-up of the tree. I didn't even mean to do that. It's close up of the tree there, and then the second tree, and the third tree with the ATAP next to it, which shot down this, by the way. And then over here, this is a little part of the base sticking out with Anakin in there. You can see him, he's in there along with the clone. And yeah, now onto the mountain. Now here, getting onto the mountain, we have on this side, well, it's a pretty big mountain. It's pretty detailed. I've built better mountains in my opinion, but I think this looks pretty good. This is actually my second mountain I've ever built, besides just a small one that I built out of these pieces. And then here's a machine gun thing, which this Kashyyyk trooper's on, and back there is a little bit of detail in there, and they get there through this ladder. And then over on this mountain, there's a little bit of a leaf thing here. Whoops. The clone fell off. And then there's a sniper wood structure here with a ladder from the top, and then the turbo tank is coming out of the base with giant doors, which I'll show in a second. And yeah, here's another big view of the mountain and the forest area. Also, another thing, I put some grass leading like from the forest here, because I think there would be some grass spouting out of the sand on a beach, so I did that there. And yeah, here's another big view of all this. Now getting onto the top of the base, we have a lot of clone troopers coming down from this gunship. All the regular clones, all the regular 212 came in an earlier gunship, and then the airborne troopers came out of this one, with this guy piloting it. And yeah, so as you see, it kind of it's highest up here, then it kind of goes down. It gets over here, where there is a little bit of a grass part that goes down more from the mountain. So we'll view this again. And then down this area, there is some rock structure going here. And then the AV cannon, one here, one up here, each for shooting down any ships that are flying higher. See, this one's too low. The droid gunship's too low. And then in here, we have Rex and 5s coming up with bazookas to shoot down some of the droid vehicles on the elevator, which I'll show later. And then over here, we have some Neo troopers coming in on bark speeders. 3 of them. This guy's just getting there, this guy's getting off, and this guy just got off. And then here's the AV cannon again, and all the clones, and the gunship from this view. Yeah, we also have the airborne coming down the rope here. I think that part looks really cool. And then over here we have a satellite thing attached to this little design here. And these things, which I don't really know what they are, but some kind of power thing, which goes right there. And then we have this 501st Trooper working that. And there are also the 501st Troopers on the cannons. And back here, this is a little bit into the base, but this is the wall part for the ships along the side. I think it was really cool with the plates here. And yeah, here's a back view of it. And now I'll get on to a little more detail into the base. Now getting on to more of the base, we have the turbo tank here, which I'm going to move for this part. You can slide in, but there are some clones back there, so I'd rather not do that, but it can go all the way in. Just knocked over a clone. I'm going to move this out of the way. And now I will show the door. As you saw in that short clip, the doors do close and they open again also. So there's that little detail there. And then this also is all, I don't know, just all kinds of detail in there. And open the doors again. And then put the turbo tank back. Okay, now the turbo tank is back there. And there's this clone on the back turret here. And then the turbo tank shooting too. And now get onto the inside of the base. So here we have Sassyton and his droid getting off his starfighter, which goes through here. It fits and land here. And now he's getting off. We have all this tiling back here, lots of tiles. It's actually a green base plate. But it works. I just did that to save space. And then here's the big wall over here. Sorry about the light. But here's a big wall. Big detailed wall here. Where like the top part. For me, all kinds of just details on the inside here. That just for pipes and whatever. I don't know. And then they have this little thing coming out over here. And here's a little closer view of all this. Now back here on this wall, there is lots of detail here with like a power thing going out. Shows these things. And this little detail everywhere here. And here's a little more power stuff. And the clones coming out. It's supposed to be turned that way. Clones coming out of the armory. And then that's the door of the elevator. And then this is the meeting room door. There's nothing inside. No clones inside there right now because there's no meeting going on because there's a battle. So here's this whole wall. And up there's the cafeteria. And then there's also some detail in the corner here and some pipe stuff. And then some more same design on the side, kind of at the top there. And yeah, now up here's the cafeteria. Just a quick view of it. I'll get into more detail of that a little later. Over here for the clones we have this kind of maintenance janitor kind of clone guy carrying guns, and then this guy coming from who knows where and going to get his helmet and gun from the armory. There's also a sliding door in there, so I can open. Oh, knocked over the clone there. Here's a sliding door. Put it back in here in a second. Okay, so I got that door closed, and here I just want to show the detail I have along here. This is where the turbo tank goes when the clones... I can move the clones and move it back, but I don't want to do that, so here's a view of the outside from the in here, inside part. And now I'll go back into the other. Now back here is the control room. And here we have Gree, Yoda, Chewbacca, and Chewbacca talking to someone on the hologram table here. And back here, Anakin and a clone are talking while Anakin's looking out the window. So we control stuff back there. And there are a couple clones working on the control thing while viewing the battlefield. The green represents all the grass, and then the forest, and then the tan represents the sand, blue water and gray the mountain back there, so it's kind of like an aerial view of it. And then there are just regular clones working on it. And then here's some details up here. The whole wall and ceiling and floor are done with snot technique. And now we'll move on to the next room. Now right here we have a sliding door. And now in here is the armory. We have the 2 gun racks, the helmets and the gun racks here, helmet holders, both sides, and some detail right here. And the roof is the same as the other room, this time on both sides. Now into the there are no clones in the meeting room because there's nothing going on here. But up here is a cool, like, circular thing for everyone to see when they're talking here. So do that. Then over here, this is blank, but there would be something if there was a meeting going. And the same roof, and some wall details and stuff, and that door slides open also, but it's the same as the other, so I'm not really going to show it. And then here's some more wall stuff, and also the table is glass. And yeah, now up to the second floor. Now over here is the second floor. This is the barracks. So we have ladders for all these beds which slide out. So they can sleep on it. And there's a couple clones in here, one right there, one over here. There are some control panels here, and a ladder to get up there. Now these are for helmets. There are no helmets in there right now, but they're all for helmets. Oops. And this is a light right here. And yeah, that's it for this room. Now onto the here in the medical room, there are some Bacta tanks here for this clone right here. And there's some worker clones here, that guy, and then a medical droid. And back there, seeing in the back over that way, is the elevator shaft, and then there's a hallway back there to get into the barracks. And then over there is the clone working on something over there, another worker clone guy. And yeah, the ceiling's just regular right here. And then over here are all the beds. These are kind of just like air something, I don't really know, it just kind of look cool. There's another guy working on this. And then here's another full view of that. And now up to the cafeteria. Now up here on the top floor, this is the cafeteria. There are 2 long tables with chairs along both of them. And there is food back there on this table and some kind of drink thing. There are 3 clones who just left the table. This guy left a drink there. And 1 just regular, and then 2 Kashyyyk guys. And there's a control panel on the elevator shaft, again, right up there. And then another control thing right there. And a railing glass thing that leads out so you can look out. And then a little bit of control stuff, detail stuff all along this little pole here. And then on the outside, here's a view from the outside of the cafeteria. And now we'll show how the elevator works. For the elevator, I have to take Rex out here. But I was originally planning to have it like so I could do it by hand, do it by like cranking something and it'll go. But it's like it's all too stiff, so I have to take this thing off. And then I can just push it down and it pretty much stays. Now it is on this floor. Push it down a little more. Now it's on this floor. You see 5's back there. And now we'll push it down another floor. Now 5's is on this floor. The medical guys down there. And I knocked over a guy here. And then on the very bottom floor if it wants to go down. Hold on a second. Or, no. Here, I'll push him down now. And now, there we go. Now he's on the very bottom floor. Come out here. And then this door slides open, and then Fives is right here. There's Fives. And then this door can slide closed again. And yeah. So now I'll just get on to the final. One more thing that I wanted to say about this is this took a lot of filler brick in the inside here. All through the whole thing, you can see how many bricks I had to put inside the mountain. It's all solid with bricks like this. And then in the back part also, over here, everywhere. And then down here, and then up on this whole mountain. And yeah, so now I'll just do one more. So here's one last final view of the whole thing. It is giants. The whole mountain is really big, and then got the beach with the water. The tons of droids here, with few Wookiees because this Kashyyyk, and then we got the clone of the machine gun, the clone sniping, a couple ladders, the 212 coming in from gunships, and then anti-vehicle cannons, the elevator shaft here, and then some Neo Trooper guys coming, and then a satellite, and this over here, and yeah, so that's it for this video. I worked on this for over a year. I no idea how many pieces this has. I'm sure like a lot. I don't know. I have no clue at all how many pieces this has, but it's a lot of bricks to make this. And yeah, so here's this whole thing. I'll upload a slideshow in a couple days also. And yeah, so a lot of work. So don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and keep watching my channel. Keep track of my channel to watch for more updates and stuff, because I might make a stop motion with this also. And then I'll be making more big mocks, and that's about it. See you next video.